In this video, we're going to be drawing this scene from the comic book I'm working on called Walby's Road Trip Adventure, and I'm going to be sharing some stuff about how I draw scenery in comics. Hi, this is Jeshua. I'm a cartoonist, and today we're going to be looking at a drawing process video from the comic series I'm working on called Walby Comics. And this is from the first volume in the series called Walby's Road Trip Adventure. I'm posting new pages from the story every week on my Patreon, and you'll find the link to that in the description below. And I'll be using my Wacom tablet for all the drawing in this video. And if you haven't seen it before, one of these before, they plug into your computer and you draw on it with one of these pins, and then you can draw on whatever program you're using. And I'll be using Clip Studio. I've always liked drawing cartoon characters and making up stories with them, but something I didn't realize before I really started working on my comic book was how much work goes into making backgrounds. As I work through drawing each page, each frame has to have its own background. Sometimes the background doesn't have to be super complicated. It could even just be a single color or a gradient, like in this frame. But in some places, the story just doesn't work without a more detailed background to communicate the character's surroundings, like in this frame. Here are some things I learned about drawing backgrounds from working on my comics. Number 1, sketch it out. When you're drawing a tricky background, it always helps to start out by planning the composition. Grab a paper and pencil and sketch out your ideas for the picture. Try a few sketches till you make one you like, and use that as reference. Figuring out what works and what doesn't on this stage will keep you from giving up on the more detailed backgrounds. Number 2, save some space. When you're planning out your scene, remember to keep in mind your characters and the speech bubbles, and make sure to leave some room for them. Number 3, use a reference photo. Finding a good reference photo for that building, tree, or whatever it is you're drawing helps a lot. Don't replicate your reference photo. Just use it to get to know what you're drawing. Then you can cartoonize it so it fits your comic style. It's just a little more work, but it can take your background to the next level. Number 4, keep the characters in focus. The lines you use to draw your characters and any other objects that are the subject of the scene should be more bold and defined than the lines you use to draw your backgrounds. Doing this will make it easier for the reader to follow the story and what's going on with the characters. Number 5, don't draw it. If you want the reader's complete focus to be on a character or object, just leave out the background. Sometimes less is more. Last but not least, don't give up. Good backgrounds are such a powerful way to bring the reader into the world of your story. So be patient. And don't give up, even if it takes a long time. It's worth it. And you'll get better as you go. Knowing this stuff has helped me a lot with my backgrounds, and I hope it'll be helpful to you too. If you have any other tips on drawing backgrounds, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and also check out the links in the description below. There's a link to my Patreon page where you can support me as I make these fun kids comics, and you'll be able to follow along with my progress as I finish each new page, and some other cool rewards there, so make sure to check that out.